Thank you so much for being here. We are gonna get started very shortly. First things first, happy Trans Day of Visibility. Amazing. I am gonna invite Sheldon from Montana Two-Spirit Society up to kick us off. And then I'll just come back and say a few words about what we're doing here, and then we'll hear from some speakers, and we'll get this thing going. So Sheldon, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon. I'm from the Montana Two-Spirit Society, and I was invited up here to do the land acknowledgement for the territories that we're on. I just want to take a moment for us to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the Salish, Walla Walla, and Blackfeet people. And I would like to invite everybody to reflect on the fact that, what we're here to do today is in support of the trans community. And also, I would like everybody to think about how the trans community has always been a part of this land in the form of the Two-Spirit people that have existed for centuries here in Montana. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheldon. Hi, my name is Izzy. My pronouns are they, them. I'm the Senior Advocacy Manager at Forward Montana, and I'm just gonna give a quick rundown of the series of events today, as well as say a few words about why we're here. So obviously, it's Trans Day of Visibility, and also, obviously, if you're here, you know the last couple months have been pretty rough. We have heard people in this building refuse to listen to trans, non-binary, and two-spirit people when we tell them who we are and what we need. And we're pretty sick of that. So today we're here to assert our autonomy, our immortality, our beauty, our power. We are gonna hear from some wonderful speakers. And then we'll be inviting you all to spend 3 minutes lying on the ground of this rotunda, taking up that space with our bodies to really remind people in this building and beyond that we are not gonna stop taking up space, we're not gonna stop existing. Like Sheldon said, trans, non-binary, and two-spirit people have existed on this land forever and will live in Montana forever. So that's what we're here to do. If at any point you need to get up, move around, leave the building, please honor those needs. And at the end of those 3 minutes, we will all leave. And shortly after 1, there will be lunch for trans, non-binary, and two-spirit folks at the Holter Museum. And there will be lunch for allies at the Plymouth Church up the road. So please join us for those things. And with that, I will introduce our first speaker, KEEGAN MEDRANO from the ACLU of Montana.
Hello, everyone. As Izzy said, my name is KEEGAN MEDRANO. I'm the Policy Director at the ACLU of Montana. I'm also Two-Spirit, and as Sheldon mentioned earlier, my existence and my identity predate this state, and it will exist in perpetuity beyond whatever legislation passed in this building. So I want to welcome everyone to what they call the People's House, which is currently being occupied by a body of legislators committed to using the government to intervene in private medical care decisions, to enable dead naming and misgendering in our schools, and to ban drag shows, all within an environment of hostility, bigotry, misinformation, and animus. The cruelty is the point. They parasitically crave our misery and seek our end through government policy. We need to be unified against these attacks. We need everyone in the community, regardless of your identity, to resist in every way. Now is not the time to allow ourselves to be divided or to trade the rights of one community to secure your own. As queer and gay people, we do not ask for our rights, we demand our rights. And when they are taken, we fight back by any means necessary. Not because Not because we are looking for belonging within this current environment, in this current world, but because we are striving to build a liberated path for all, a new world for all. On this Trans Day of Visibility, we make ourselves visible for our existence, for our slain kin, and for all of those who are living their lives within this vile rhetoric, unsafe families, and unwelcoming communities. On this Trans Day of Visibility, I also want us to show our lives, our love and joy, the totality of our existence. We should all be grateful to be alive today. We are all grateful so that we may listen to the elders and those who survived AIDS. We should also be grateful because we are alive to teach young people to fight for what they believe in. We are grateful to be trans. We cannot be defeated by legislation. We live an illuminated existence. Our love is compassionate, our laughter is loud, our joy is immense, and our bodies are everything. But we deserve freedom, rights, and protections, not because we are some mystical and magical beings, but because we are human beings. Frankly, I think we should all be home listening to the new Boy Genius album and eating flaming hot Cheetos, but instead we're having to fight for our lives and our existence. We have to fight because they are turning our identity into an ideology, because some cannot face what they are doing, and while others want to extinguish us all. I want to close on a note about decorum. It's a word that carries a lot of weight around this building. A word that silences those that would speak truth to power. A word that quells civil disobedience in this building and elsewhere. Let me be clear to those legislators, lobbyists, and everyone else. Decorum is the suit you wear to your own funeral. We must not be afraid to be intrusive, to be disobedient, to be loud, that trans people matter, that trans lives are sacred, beautiful, and simply human. Thank you all. I love you all. I know you're afraid, and I'm afraid. But this room right here shows us that when we stand next to each other, when we speak that truth to power, that we can continue to fight, we will continue to fight, and ultimately, we will win. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, thank you, Keegan. Keep it going. Yep. All right, the next person I'm going to invite up is Hillary Ann Crosby, who has spent the last couple years working her ass off to protect autonomy in Montana. So.
Hi y'all, like Izzy said, my name is Hillary Ann Crosby. I'm a member of the Comanche Nation. We are one of the original tribes of the Yellowstone, and I use she, her pronouns. And I also work currently with the Montana Sexual and Reproductive Health Collective as a community engagement advocate. So I'm just gonna speak a little bit to reproductive rights in Montana, what we're seeing in this building. So, sorry, I'm a very nervous public speaker, and it's really hard to follow KEEGAN MEDRANO. So a recent poll showed that 75% of Montanans oppose challenges to our right to abortion and to our bodily autonomy. We are not alone in our beliefs. You are not alone in your demand for your bodily autonomy and your access to health care. They would have you believe otherwise. They would have you believe that we are in the minority, and it's just not the case. And it shows that time and time again. That's one poll from February. We've got polls from last summer. We've got polls from the year before. We have an endless amount of polls and data, but it's not about the data. It's about us as humans existing within our community and knowing what is right for ourselves, and knowing that the extremist legislation that's happening up here does not reflect ourselves or our communities. Extremist legislators cannot and do not speak for us. We see their attempts to ban abortion and to diminish our health care for what they really are. They want to sneak in dangerous bills without any notice, looking at you, House Bill 968. They want to pass bills attacking Medicaid recipients despite the bill having 0 proponents, looking at you, House Bill 544 in House Judiciary Committee with Representative Jane Gillette. 0 proponents, still passed on party lines. This bill does not represent Montanans. They want to control us and they want to deceive us, but we won't let them. In this rotunda, right here, right now, there is so much power. Don't forget that, and don't let them let you forget that. And definitely do not let them forget that either. The power is ours, and we lend it to these legislators every other year for 90 days. We lend it to them. We don't give it to them. It is not theirs to use and abuse. Thank you for being here today, for bringing your power to this space, for sharing that power with all of us, and reminding the people in this building of the truth about our power. I hope that you continue to stand in that power, whether it's here or far, far from here, in whatever way is right for you, wherever is right for you. And I just want to say thank you all for sharing that power with us today. You didn't have to. The space does not deserve you, and you gave of yourselves anyway, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Helena. So if you've been following the legislative process this year, you know that a lot of these attacks are targeted specifically to trans youth. And along those lines, I am so excited to welcome some people to speak to their actual experiences today. So first, Josh, have at it.
I'm really tiny, I'm sorry. Wow, there's a lot of people up here. I just got soak this in for like 2 seconds. Hessel Halpesia, Josh Louis Quest. My name is Joshua Victor Charlotte Crumley. I'm 21 years old. I'm Bitterroot Salish and Kootenai, and I am the grandson of Chief Charlotte, Chief of the Bitterroot Salish. I have been living as a transgender person for 8 years, and I came out at 13. It would be a lot harder for me not to live my life as a non-binary person if I didn't come out. Ultimately, though, I am Two-Spirit. Gender-affirming care has helped me develop my self-esteem. I started testosterone when I was 16, with the support, mentors, and guidance from healthcare officials and family. Being able to start transitioning on testosterone saved my life. Starting hormones was my suicide prevention. It affirmed me to see myself in a way for who I truly feel inside. I finally feel who I'm meant to be. For almost a decade now, I was not always proud to be trans. It took me a very long time not to feel shame. I hadn't felt protected, not just by my government, but by my education system and by any cisgender counterpart. I thought it was better to hide myself among everyone else, to just be like everybody else, and to throw myself into smaller spaces to please them. I thought it would be easier to submit to the people who would not tolerate my existence. I would do that rather than accept myself. I held myself in a box that had kept me small, under toxic masculinity and a deep fear for my safety. These bills will continue the same cycle of genocide we have fought against for generations. Gender-affirming care helped me evolve into the person my younger self always wanted to see. I stand here and I'm proud of that. I would not be here today if I was never honest with myself at 13. I want to see advocacy from our politicians, from our educators, from our healthcare officials, and from each other. I need to see a world that we can thrive I need to see a world that we can thrive off of self-education but not ignorance. We deserve not to hide ourselves away. We deserve to be recognized just for who we are. We have nothing to hide from this world. They're the ones coming in our lives and telling us how to control our bodies. We should never water ourselves down to make others around us comfortable. We have always had a voice. We have always existed, long before any movement, before any interest, before any publicity was shown to us. Always listen to your body and what it needs. Tend to yourself, and always have love for yourself. This is what you do when you affirm yourself in your own care. Thank you, Lem Limch.
I want us to clap forever, but we do only have the space until 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna invite Remy to come on up. Thank you so much.
Hesahal Pesia, Kisukukie, Remy Still Smoking, Louis Squez. Good day, everybody. My name is Remy Still Smoking. I am Blackfeet and Salish. And I would like to thank everyone to show up and just to protect our human rights and these laws that are being proposed that are harmful and bigoted. And I'm just tired of seeing the injustices in Montana alone. I'm tired of seeing my friends and my family being dead named and being misgendered. I'm tired of being misgendered and dead named. I'm tired of being threatened to be shot at for being trans and nothing being done about it. And these laws will make it worse. And trans people and Two-Spirit people were here before colonism and will be here after these laws, and I will still be proud to be a Two-Spirit and trans person. I don't need an ally, I need co-conspirators. I need a group of people to stand with me to protect trans youth, protect trans people, and protect Two-Spirit people, because I'm still here and I will always be here. Lem Lanch Pesia.
Thank you, Remy. And finally, I am thrilled to invite Representative Zoe ZEPHYR to the microphone.
Good afternoon, everybody. First, I want to say thank you all for coming here on Trans Day of Visibility. When we talk about visibility, it is, I felt when I started running that it's important to get people in here, the halls of power. Grateful to be in here alongside S.J. Howell. But visibility also means standing tall in yourself every day. And I'm so grateful for the speakers before me who stood up and said, this is who I am, and your laws cannot take that away from me. I am grateful to all of you who are going to go home and are going to be proud and defiant and resilient in your transness everywhere you go, every single day. And to the allies here, I am grateful for the way you will stand up for us in the places that we cannot get into, where our voices cannot reach. All of that work shows what we already know. The hateful laws that are being brought forward here are not popular in our communities. They are not welcome in our state. And to the folks in this legislature who I work with every day, I want to say that your words of kindness to me ring hollow when your votes are to harm my community. I cannot articulate how many times in this building a piece of hateful legislation has been brought forward Republicans have stood up and said harmful and hateful things about our community, have taken votes that are complicit in the genocide of our community, and then have come to me afterwards and said, thank you for the work you do. I want to care for you. I support you. Your words mean nothing without your actions. The good news we know is that these bills are unconstitutional. They're gonna go down in the courts. But the harm is real right now. Our community suffers when these bills are brought forward, and which is why having people come here today and remind ourselves that we are in solidarity with one another and that we belong in this building is so incredibly important. And so today and every day that you are here and every day that you are trans, I am grateful for you, and I am so happy and blessed to be in community with all of you. Thank you.
Incredible. All right, thank you all so much. All of these incredible speakers, all of these incredible attendees. I feel very lucky to be here. I am gonna invite us all to kind of center around the middle of the room, and we are gonna be led through this lion. So Natalita is somewhere, and is gonna make, yes, we'll all make our ways to the center of the space, and we'll be guided through this moment. If you're asked to move, please do so, but otherwise, thank you.
I will sing to you, and when you are ready, when you feel embodied,